Big Sife.
Fat Man Scoop, Brooklyn Clan. What's up, y'all? This is Fat Man Scoop. And right now, you watching the sensei, the number one, the king, my dude, Big Brando. He taught me, personally, me, Fat Man Scoop. All you gotta do is keep your mouth closed and your ears open. Listen to the man talk. That's knowledge personified right there. And I wouldn't trust nobody else but my dude, Big Brando. And I said it. Fat Man Scoop, Big Brando. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Boy Big Brando, and today let me show you how I made all this money right here slanging t-shirts. Now, first things first, you gotta be a hustler to make this money. If you ain't a hustler, you ain't gonna be making no money at all. Man, I'm just fucking around. All that right there don't mean nothing to nobody. If you wanna learn how to slang t-shirts, you gotta put the work in yourself. Now, the whole reason for this video is because perception is everything to everybody. For the last few years, I've been making t-shirt related videos on teaching people how to make t-shirts, how to start a clothing brand, how to start a t-shirt business from home to make a little bit of extra money. But there's always people in the comments on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube that says you ain't making no money. I'm not gonna believe you because you don't even got a Rolex. You ain't got no chains, you ain't got a grill, you don't got a Benz. Show me how much money you're making. How much money do you make in a month? How much money do you make in a week? Show me the money you make in a week. And all of that stuff is corny to me, personally, because if you measure your success based on the things that you can buy, it's an uphill climb for you. And if you base your t-shirt selling advice off of somebody that has chains and watches and money in their thumbnails, this ain't the channel for you. Because all of that stuff is just props. If you're selling t-shirts online, you're not gonna be fanning out a bunch of cash, because all of that cash goes directly to your account. People are paying through Venmo, PayPal, credit cards. It's not with cash. So to show the cash on camera makes absolutely no sense. Unless you're out vending out in public, yeah, I get it. But at that point, it's still corny. And I get it. Jewelry, stuff like that, nice to have. I own this stuff, as you can see. But not once, never did I ever put it on YouTube, because that's not the image I'm trying to portray. That's not what this is about. What this channel is about is putting in the work to make the money. Not just showing that I have money, but it's showing you what I do to get the money. And I get people ask these questions because they want to know, is this going to be a viable business for them? So they want to know, is somebody out there making a lot of money selling t-shirts? And the answer is all around you. Social media, in the malls, live in person. There's so many clothing brands out there. There's so many startup clothing brands out there that are making a ton of money. So I understand the concern. It's like, well, can I actually make a living off of doing this before I jump in? And if that's your question, then maybe you shouldn't be jumping into this business and you should look for something else, because obviously your mind's not in the right place to start a business like this. These t-shirt businesses aren't for everybody. People on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram make it look easy, but there are a lot of long nights. It is a lot of hard work, and you actually have to be into it to get something out of it. It's an easy call for me to be like, man, buy my ebooks and learn how to do this, join my Patreon and learn how to do this, pay to come see me speak over here to learn how to do this, pay for some online courses. And yeah, will all that help you? Yeah, but is it needed? No. A lot of this information is already free on YouTube. You just have to put in a little bit of hard work, watch the videos, consume the content, and learn how to do this. The ebooks and the courses and the classes and the Patreon and all that stuff is just curated to help streamline the process for some people. But is it needed? No, it's not. There's some people that benefit a little bit more from hands-on experience versus learning through video, learning through a book. But there's also people that learn way better through a book than they do by listening to somebody speak. That's why these options are out there for everybody. Doesn't mean that one thing is good for everybody. The options are out there to cater to the audience, no matter what your needs and wants are. But please take advantage of the free content that's on YouTube that's provided by me and a lot of these other content creators in this t-shirt space. There's a lot of useful knowledge out there, big channels and small channels. One thing that I really benefit from and I find entertaining is watching somebody else's journey. Not just watching the dude that already made it, but watching the dude on his come up. That to me is way more entertaining than watching somebody in their foreign car with the chains and watches on talking about, I got all this money. I'm trying to watch the person that's out here getting this money. That's what keeps things interesting for me. What you got to remember is I've been doing this for a long time. Whenever somebody's new to getting money, They go out and buy a bunch of stuff that they wish they could have bought years ago when they didn't have any money. That's where the jewelry comes in. That's where the fancy cars come in. That's where the Jordans and the shoes and all that stuff comes from. But you'll notice that a lot of that gets removed out of your system after you obtain all that stuff. I have a dope watch collection, but I haven't bought a watch in the last 15 years or so. All of the stuff that I bought is from years ago. My rope chains, Cubans, Francos, Byzantines, all those chains were bought 15, 20 years ago also. Because I was like you, I'm out here getting money, obviously I'm gonna spend that money. But you have to remember that perception is very, very misleading to a younger person on the come up, because that younger person is trying to emulate that. So in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking about that young person on the come up. I don't want them to look at how I'm living. I want them to know how I made it happen. So remember, when you watch these videos on YouTube, you got to remember there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of bullshit out there. You got to know how to navigate all of that, because the person that's showing you the foreign car, it could be a rented foreign car. Person showing you the fanned out money, it could be prop money. Person showing you the Submariner could be bought from a liquor store. Perception is everything. Some people just want to look the part. Some people are actually living that life and don't have to show it off. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody else, but I don't want nobody to emulate the lifestyle. I want them to get out here and live their life for themselves. So remember, the information that you see on this channel is how I run my business, how I press the shirts, how I print the shirts. Check the track record. Go back to the very first videos. You'll see I'm using the same heat press, still talking about transfers, still talking about slanging these t-shirts, because that's what I do. Appreciate everybody for rocking with me over these years, and I appreciate everybody that takes the information shared here and applies it to their own business so they could better their situation. Alright? If you got any questions, make sure you leave it in the comments. Follow me on Instagram, Big Brando TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.